Hi, I'm talking to you today about Cornell notes, why we take them, and how we take them. Cornell notes is a style of note taking that's been around for over 70 years. It's mainly used in high school and college classes, but really, it's a way of setting out information so you have the main ideas and your commentary with a summary at the end, which makes it really useful for academic classes, for classes at a tech school or trade learning, or for anything where you have to really use a piece of information over and over. So you want to make sure you understand it and can look back on it easily and refresh your memory. Okay, what you're looking at right now is an example of a completed Cornell notes for biology. At the top, we have the unit and section to put this in context of when we're using it, how we learned it, when we learned it. Okay, in the main column on the right side, which is wider, you put your main ideas. So as you review a slideshow or other piece of information for our class, we'll be using the slideshows. The main ideas will be listed here. On the left-hand side, you add questions, keywords, comments, and pictures. So you can see that this slideshow in the example is about classifying organisms. I put full definitions and things like that that I found on the slides in here. You can copy and paste the text, but you could also put it in your own words, which is typically preferred. And then I took an image. You could take images right off the slides since we're doing this virtually. In the online environment, Cornell Notes can be really handy because you can just grab and paste things wherever you want. And you can shift things around so that they line up. Keywords in all caps will help you find the right piece of information. If I was using this on an open notes quiz and I had a question about archaea, I could see archaea in all caps right here and say, that's what I need to look at next. Okay, you can come up with your own questions and put them in here. Then when we discuss this in class, you'll be able to ask them. In our course, what we'll be doing is we'll preview a chapter. So I'll give you a main idea, some vocabulary to review, and then you'll be taking these notes asynchronously, bringing them back to class to add to them. So when you have this set of notes, we're talking in class some more about these slides. I'm asking you questions. You're sharing with me the questions and comments that you came up with. You can then add to your notes, make them even better before you finally turn them in at the end. Okay, so our goal is to create a document that has images, that has words, and that has as much as possible your own thoughts and ideas, as well as what you've heard from classmates and from me. It makes a complex document that helps you find the piece of information you want and remember the things that you heard and thought and said while you were learning it. At the bottom of each section, there's room for a summary. And so here the summary was very brief. Sometimes summaries will be a little bit more intensive. But the good thing about the summary is if you're not sure you're in the right section to find a piece of information, having a good, clear summary will help you decide, yes, this is where we talked about that fact that I need to know. And then you'll know to scroll around and look for more details. All right, now we're looking at a chemistry example, and I'm going to show you the way I already discussed and an alternate way. So here's what you'd be looking at. You would start with a blank document. Okay, you put in the unit and the section title. And then as you go through each slide, you'd be writing down main ideas. So here's my first slide. I wrote down some main ideas. And I added a keyword, elements, because the definition is here. And I added an image. You could take the image right off the slide by copying and pasting it, or you can look up your own images to add some detail. Okay, as we go through the slides, we put important information and then maybe have a question. How do scientists create elements in a lab? Because it says that some were created by scientists in lab, and maybe you're curious about that process. Okay, for the information about the element symbols, I have it coded to the keyword element symbols. And here are the keyword periodic tables. So those keywords in all caps make it easy to find the information that we need. And again, main ideas, details, and at the end, I'd include a summary. Now let's look at the alternate style. I recommend this. If you understand this and you can do it, this is the way that I recommend because it involves the most mental processing, which means you're getting to know the information the best. But if this looks overwhelming for you, you're also welcome to try this method. Here, we do, instead of main ideas, we put the actual whole slides into the presentation. And then we put our questions, our keywords, and comments off to the side. So now you have the main ideas from the slides, and here you're just helping yourself find the right slide to find your information. Okay, so you still want keywords in all caps to draw your attention to the right area. And you want to really focus on writing good questions and good comments for each slide. So you would be coming up with what's on this side, even if you're using the slides on the other side. And again, you want a really good summary at the end so that you can open this and just remind yourself of what the section's about all in one go at the bottom. Then you can look up for more details. All right, either method's going to be available to you. And I will actually include it with the slides and a link to the slides. So what you could do is just delete out the slides if you don't want them, or they'll be there if you want to do this version. Like I said, I really encourage you to delete them out and to do it on your own. That's everything for our Cornell notes process. We're going to be doing this with help the first time and certainly with chances to revise. Like I said, you're going to bring these notes to class and then you can always update them and add to them when we do discuss the information in class. All right, have a great day. Bye now.